Hey everyone, welcome to Alpha to Sky. I hope you are following the videos on air regulations. Today we'll be covering another important topic, which is the ICAO. It's an important topic from the exam standpoint. So let's get started. The ICAO stands for International Civil Aviation Organization. In the background, the image that you see is of the ICAO building, which is in Montreal, Canada. So ICAO is an independent and autonomous agency with UN constituency status. What that means is that it runs its own affairs, makes its own decisions, and it is not controlled by any single country or by the United Nations itself. But it has its own rules, leadership, and the responsibilities. So its headquarters is situated in Montreal, Canada. It has 193 members. Now, these 193 members are the members of the United Nations, right? Except the Liechtenstein, which is not a member because it's a small landlocked country and does not have the airport infrastructure of its own, right? So, except that country, all other UN members are part of the ICAO. And apart from the UN members, there are countries like the Cook Islands and Niue, which are also part of the ICAO. These are not part of the UN, but they are part of the ICAO. This means ICAO includes virtually all the countries in the international civil aviation operations. Once a country signs the convention, it becomes a contracting state and gains the ICAO membership. The Vatican City and Palestine are countries which are not direct members of ICAO, but they are under observer status. Right? They are under observation. So it became a specialized UN agency in 1947 under the Economic and Social Council. So it is connected to the United Nations and works within the UN system, and it may report or cooperate with the UN. It is not a direct part of the UN's main organs. And most importantly, it was established by the Chicago Convention of 1944. It was previously known as ICANN, the International Commission for Air Navigation, and later it was changed to ICAO. Its official languages are English, French, Spanish, Arabic, Russian, and Chinese. And it is composed of assembly, council, and other necessary bodies. Right. So we'll be going through this structure in upcoming slides. Objectives and purpose of the ICAO. So ICAO was built to ensure safe and orderly growth of the global civil aviation, which promotes peaceful aircraft design and operations. It helps in developing airways, airports, and navigation facilities. It provides safe, regular, efficient, and economical air transport. Right, so their primary mission is to guide and support the global aviation sector, which includes fostering safety, efficiency, and fair access. Right. It also supports innovation in aircraft technology and infrastructure, while maintaining a focus on peace, economic balance, and non-discrimination among member states. So that is what is the objective of ICAO. So it protects contracting states' rights and fair participation. So all the participating states, their rights are protected by ICAO, and no other state can violate the other states' rights or can overpower them. It avoids discrimination among states, promote flight safety, advance international civil aeronautics. Coming to the organization structure of ICAO, ICAO has a simple but a very strong structure where the assembly is the supreme body. It is like a big meeting where all member countries gather every few years to guide the organization. It consists of all the 193 member states. Right. Then we have the council under the assembly, which is made up of 36 countries, and it acts like a board of directors and makes day-to-day decisions. So these 36 countries are elected by the assembly itself, and it is the decision-making part of ICAO. And the president of the council is the one which leads this group. Then we have the commissions and committees who make sure flight rules and safety systems are up to date. The Secretariat is the team that handles the office work and helps put plans into action. It is led by the Secretary General, who runs the day-to-day work with help from several departments. There's also a group of experts from the Air Navigation Commission that focus on the safety flight rules. And finally, ICAO has regional offices around the world. It has 7 regional offices around the world to handle the specific issues of that particular region. Talking about the commissions and committees, first one is the Air Navigation Commission, which develops and recommends the standards and recommended practices for air navigation, air traffic management, safety, and technical matters. Its members are appointed by the council, which composes of 19 independent experts in the aviation, and it reports the ICAO council directly. And its key focus areas include the flight operations, the air traffic services, the airspace management, and the aviation safety and navigation systems. Second is the Air Transport Committee, which advises the council on economic and legal matters related to international air transport. It has 14 experts appointed by the council, and its key focus areas are market access and fair competition, consumer protection, and economic policies and regulations. And apart from those two, we have the Committee on Joint Support of Air Navigation Services, which deals with the cost sharing and infrastructure development for air navigation services used by multiple states. And this one has 9 to 11 members appointed by the council. Then we have the Financial Committee, which advises on budget, financial planning, and resource allocation within the ICAO. And the Finance Committee of ICAO does not have a fixed number of members publicly specified, as its composition may vary depending on the council's decision and needs. Then we have the Committee on Unlawful Interference. It focuses on aviation security and preventing acts of unlawful interference, such as hijacking or sabotage. Its responsibilities are developing and recommending aviation security policies and standards as per the Annex 17. And it addresses emerging threats such as cybersecurity and unmanned aircraft systems, etc. It also coordinates with the international organizations like the Interpol and IATA. And there were some recent activities where the committee has expanded its scope to include aviation cybersecurity, aiming to tackle the cyber threats that we have nowadays. And it is involved in developing the International Aviation Trust Framework, focusing on the secure exchange of information in a digitally connected world. Finally, we have the Legal Committee, which advises the Council on international air law and helps draft and revise aviation treaties and conventions. Its focus areas are legal liability and compensation, air law modernization, use of aircraft in armed conflict or for illegal purposes. So those were the commissions and committees under the ICAO Council. Next is the Secretariat. Let's have a look at the structure of the Secretariat. So the Secretariat consists of the Secretary General, who is appointed by the ICAO Council for a 3-year term. He acts as the Chief Executive Officer of ICAO and oversees the work of all departments and staff. Then we have the bureaus. The first one is Air Navigation Bureau. So all these bureaus are the executing, implementing, and operational groups of their corresponding committees. So earlier we saw the different committees, right? Air navigation committees, air transport committees. So these bureaus are the executing part of the corresponding committees. So Air Navigation Bureau is executing part of Air Navigation Committee. We have the Air Transport Bureau, Legal Affairs and External Relations Bureau, Technical Corporation Bureau, and then the Bureau of Administration and Services. Those are the bureaus under the Secretary General. ICAO has 7 regional offices to cater the needs of different parts of the world, the aviation needs. And the regional air navigation meetings are held periodically in these regions, in these regional offices, to consider the requirements of air operations within specified geographic areas. The main function of these regional offices is maintaining, encouraging, assisting, and following up with the implementation of air navigation plans of those regions. So first is the Asia and Pacific region. The regional office is located at Bangkok, Thailand. Second one is the Middle East region, and its regional office is located at Cairo, Egypt. Third is the Western and Central Africa region, for which the regional office is located at Dakar, Senegal. Then we have the South America region, for which the regional office is located at Lima, Peru. And for the North America, Central America and Caribbean region, it is located at Mexico City, Mexico. For the Eastern and Southern Africa region, it is located at Nairobi, Kenya. And finally, for the Europe and North Atlantic region, it is located at Paris, France. So these were all the regional offices of ICAO, which handle the aviation needs of those regions. That's it. That was all about ICAO. I hope you got some useful information from this video. If so, please drop a like. Do comment your valuable suggestions and feedbacks to improve the future content. Subscribe to this channel if you like to have more such videos. And remember, the most effective way to do it is to do it. Thank you.